Am I on? Okay. First I want to be louder. All right, let me see who's still talking. Oh, Gene Roth again. Still talking when we're trying to get the meeting started. And as a former teacher, you'd think she would have her act together. Oh, I can do that too. Okay. Well, look at us. It's the new year and we made it. We have a crowded room. Woo-hoo! Happy New Year, everybody. We're going to start off. I've seen some new faces here tonight, and Pat Ashman, our new member extraordinaire coordinator, is going to tell us who they are.
Hi, everybody. First of all, has everybody signed in?
No. Madam President.
This is what happens when you come too early.
Hey, I have my name tag, all right?
Yes, we really do need to do something about name tags, because I don't know who you are. Okay, we have someone. Oh, Mike Moore. Hi, Mike. Welcome. Where's Mike? Oh. I saw this name and I thought that doesn't look like him. Okay. Alison Gardner, where are you? Welcome, Alison. Very happy to see you.
Wait, where's Allison?
Well, I moved to,
Okay. It's Edie's friend.
I'm Edie's friend, and I moved from New Jersey down to here. I live right across the bridge in Holly Hill at Marie Brand.
Oh, good. Okay. Joanne Lamb. Oh, two friends. Okay. Welcome, Joanne. Sandy Alfire. Is I pronouncing that? Hi, Sandy. Good to see you. Sheena. Hi, sir. Oh, hi, Sheena. I was wondering who you were when you came in earlier. Jane Voss Dean.
Yes.
Oh, great.
Welcome, Jane. Welcome. Ruth Baker. Okay, we're all stuck together. And that's it. We're all visitors tonight. Welcome.
So, for our visitors, we are known as a very, very friendly group. And if you're not careful, we'll have you doing things before you know it. But just to let you know, yeah, just ask Cindy over here, and Cindy's husband. You know, now he comes too. So we're a very active guild, and I want to say last year we maybe had 30, 40 members, or 40, 50?
No.
25?
Back in the day.
Back in the day. Okay, we're now at like 95 members. So we're a very busy group. We're very philanthropic. One of the things that we do is we make charity quilts, and Leslie in the back, Leslie, raise your hand. She's giving out kits if you would like to make a charity quilt. She's got everything. An opportunity to do it. Okay, and she's going to talk to us a little bit more about that. The other thing we have going on is a weekly sit and sew. What?
Monthly.
No. Weekly.
Foster.
They just don't trust me.
You missed one more.
Your sit and sew, well, the Foster sew is actually a sit and sew, but it's a Foster sit and sew. And we meet at Lighthouse Presbyterian Church on Thursdays from 3 o'clock to 7 o'clock. You don't need to bring a machine. You just need to show up and we'll put you to work. We have all the fabric, we have machines. Now if you gotta have a self-cutting and an automated foot and all that, we can help you. But if you're willing to rough it a little bit, we'll get you going on a project. And so regardless of all these groups, we have been able to provide a lot of charity quilts to our community, who in turn have been very grateful for all of our things. So every year I pick a word of the year. Does anybody else do this besides me? Okay, good. 2 of you. Denise, you're supposed to be working on your work.
Yeah.
She's been a little bit
I'm working
busy.
on mine.
She's moved right near me. She's 7 minutes away. Let's clap for that. Who else would buy a house and move over the holidays? I just want to say that. So we're proud of you, Denise, for taking this.
You must have been my realtor.
Yeah, who happened to be my husband. Anyway, so my work 2 years ago, it was Finnish, okay, because I had just 1 or 2 UFOs, like 37. And then the next year, it was push. And I had to bring the other word, finish, with me because I didn't finish from the first year. So then I had push. And push was to be to try to learn new things, get outside my comfort zone. And I did. I started to do wool with not really any instruction. I just got a wild hair, and I see squirrels. I don't know if anyone else does. You're on the road and go, oh, there's a squirrel. I think I'll start wool and sign up for the wool block of the month. And I started doing English paper piecing, and so because we had a class here on it, and so of course I bought the Tula Nova, which I had no business doing because I still can't get the glue off the pieces that I've sewed together. But it's a work in progress. Then Kim Weber taught the class on the Minx quilt, and I immediately said, well, I must do that as well. And so I have a box for that. And so I thought, Sue, you really need to stop a little bit and kind of, let's work on this. You did a good job pushing. And so I thought, okay, I really just got to get on this. And so one day, there was a squirrel called the Bonnie Hunter Mystery. I have cut 2.5 billion pieces of fabric for the Bonnie Hunter Mystery, which I am happy to say I'm almost done with all the blocks, and then came the let's put it all together, so I'll need a tutorial on that, but I have it all printed out. So this year I want to do a collage. I've got the Laura Heine pattern for 3-4 years, and I'm going to make a king-size quilt for my own bed. And my husband said, why don't you make a quilt for our bed? And I didn't want to say, that would cost us roughly $5,000. That's all I needed to hear. And so when I went to visit a friend, I just happened to pick up a back quarter bundle of this beautiful fabric. So in light of who I am, I decided to pick the word enjoy. Because I am going to enjoy myself this year. If you know me, I've had a lot of medical things go on the last 5 years, and thank goodness I'm better than ever. And so incredibly grateful. I am able to be retired. My friend who just moved 7 minutes, she's retired. And then there's all the rest of you that come to Foster So, and a lot of you are retired. And Nancy Thompson, raise your hand. She's retiring in June. Let's give her a hand. Now, where's Diane? Nancy, wait. Okay, she's trying to get herself retired by being bought out by her company. So we're going to just, put it out there in the atmosphere that perhaps they'd like to buy her out. And so I'm going to enjoy. I have a lot of things I've gotten myself into, but you know what? We have today, and today is it. Some of us, Michelle O'Neill, who is the secretary of this club, and by the way, she's doing a show if you want information. So she's at rehearsal tonight. She goes, Sue, we're in the 3rd act. Now, whoever is the nice young girl, don't listen to this. But, we're in the 3rd act of our life. If we don't do it now, when are we going to do it? So take that, and I just want us to have such a good time. Saturday morning, we got some very sad news in our family that my son, his mother-in-law passed away, and it was a heart attack. She's 55 years old. Oh. And so the mom lived in Jacksonville, and so my kids are there now. We're going to get the boys tomorrow. But it drove home that we don't know. I mean, and whether we have a cardiac event or we're in a car accident, it reminds me that we have got to stop and be mindful of the time we have, of the people who are around us and that we enjoy ourselves. Now, you don't have to pick the word enjoy, but I would really encourage you to pick a word for this year. So that when you're thinking about, I'm doing this, that, and the other, you can come back and say, does this meet my word of the year? Am I enjoying myself? To sort of get us centered. And so that we can have just a wonderful time. There is not a better guild that I know of. And I'm sure Denise, yours wasn't good.
Not at all. I'm serious. I've met more people here in a half a dozen meetings than I did in Des Moines in 5 years.
Okay, all right. And I did not plant her, I was just giving her a hard time. But we're a wonderful group of people, and I think sometimes in Florida you get that, because hardly anybody's from here, except for who is from here. Okay, just those 2-3 people. But Judy, you're from Miami. That's a whole other world. That's a whole other world. Now, Okie can genuinely say that. So I'm going to have a year that I enjoy myself. So without further ado, we have a jam-packed